Namaskaram girls. So now we have come back to the online class, correct? Yes. So last class we saw about the history, isn't it? 8th lesson. The modern age has started, isn't it? So during the modern age we have many revolutions have taken place. So this revolution, in this lesson you are going to learn about the American War of Independence and the French Revolution. So this too is an important revolution apart from this industrial revolutions, because these three is important in the modern period. Okay, first we will go for the introduction. So as I told, the revolution which was taken place in this is American War of Independence. This is merely political revolution. Which is a merely political revolution? American War of Independence. Next, when you come for the French Revolution, it's a social foundation for the European countries. Okay, European particularly, which will come under the Rome, Italy. Okay. So first we will go for the American War of Independence. So Thomas Jefferson, he is the first person to declare the independence in the 1776. So he had that is, Thomas Jefferson had no interest to have a freedom, or not interested to be natives of the Americans to separate from the English monarchy. They didn't want to stinch with the British, or they don't want to expel from the British. So they were in the moderate level. So they don't have detached or attached. Okay, with the colonies. So during this time, Thomas Jefferson, he declared as a Declaration of Independence in the 1776, which was adopted in the Continental Congress, which was headed by the Thomas Jefferson. And why this has been declared as independence? Because 13 colonies are the competitive. So the 13 colonies, at last they have declared the independence as 13 colonies are equal. Okay, as I told, 13 colonies. The colonies are already we have come across: Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch, Danes, everybody, those who come to India that time, in the Middle Age we have studied, isn't it? So Portuguese and Spanish people, maximum they are the geographer, explorer, etc. for founding their colonies. So they want to set up their colonies in other countries. Okay, these are the two people or the first to have the geographer and explorer. Maximum this country has explorer from these two countries only. Later on only the English was started to have the voyages. So particularly English voyage was started by the John Cabot, which was in the year 1479. He had a voyage and he reached the coast of Nova Scotia. This was in the North America, and they have traveled in the 16th century. They traveled in the 16th century and they reached Jamestown. Jamestown is the place which was the first British colony in the year 1607. They travelled from the Mayflower ship. The name of the ship is the Mayflower. In this ship, some Puritans have taken by them from the Plymouth in England to America in the year 1620. So this is a place where they have reached is called as a New Plymouth. This another Puritans Puritans, in the sense who are all Puritans, the reformers has done in the Roman Catholic Church. They are called as a Puritans. So many Puritans people, group of people was there. So another Puritan, John Winthrop, he was traveled to Massachusetts. Okay, Massachusetts is a place they have reached in America. John Winthrop reached the Massachusetts, and many groups were there. They were reached to the North America. Particularly the many colonies founded by Cavalier the noble. They belongs to England. They are the nobles, belongs to England. And Quaker colonies, they founded in Pennsylvania. They have named after the Quaker pen. So this place was named after a Quaker pen. Okay. Quaker, who are all Quakers, they are the members of the Christian group. And they are called as a Society of Friends. Okay. This Society of Friends, in this one, George Fox, he was the founder of Society of England. Society of Friends, like the same way it is in the England, he belongs to the, George Fox belongs to the Society of England. So these are the colonies. I told about the Portuguese, Spanish, English. Then I am going to say about the Dutch. They founded a town named as so the Dutch came. They founded one town, that is a New Amsterdam, which was changed by the English people. That's a New York. Later on, German came, Danes came, French, all came during the period of the end of the 18th century. So 13 colonies which was founded in the East was under the control of the British. So in 1775 the population was 3 million when all the British people also settled over there. Okay. Next we will go for the plantation and the slave labor. So when you see the plantation and the slave labors, the Native Americans was there. They are acted as the people under the control of the British. So this becomes a problem for the Native Americans. They are involved in the plantation work, but the European are the planters. Okay, and they have planted the tobacco in the southern states of Virginia, Carolina, Georgia. These are the places they have the planted by the British. These are the places in the southern states. When you compare to the northern states, there were no huge plantation, but they don't have a much plantation in this northern side. Many number of workers they needed for these farms which was in the southern states, so that they have taken the slaves from the Africa. So the native pushed back to the west. So this create a disunity between the Americans and the Britain. Okay, so these are the places which was occupied by the British and planted tobacco. This becomes very popular in southern states of Africa. Next, when you come for the topic, increasing incidence of taxation. So the colonies, each colonies have a governor and the legislatures. Okay, governor and the legislatures. Each colonies. So they have a governor and the legislature to act as a power in the to check who are all ruling, to check that. So how the ruling, all these ones taken under the control of the governor, each colonies. So this is the initial one. There was no conflict between the British and the American. Both are going smoothly. After that, the English king and many big landowners in England want to have a large financial interest. So they are having a financial interest in these colonies. So this creates a 7 years war among the colonies. From 1756 to 1763, there was a conflict between the Britain and in France. They had centered the control of the colonies, particularly in the North America. So Britain defeated the France and captured the Canada. But the war was prolonging between the English and the other colonies also. So the British minister proposed American colonies to pay some cost for them. Okay, so this created Americans to be against the Britain. So they are asking to pay the tax. Britain asked to pay the tax. They have to pay. This was not liked by the Americans. They did not have any representation in the British Parliament. The Parliament was created by the Britain. The Americans doesn't have members there in the Parliament. This created a shock for the people in of America. And when you come for the Sugar Act of 1764, they asked to pay the duties. Asked to pay the duties on the molasses. Molasses means the sugarcane waste. That is the molasses, which along with that coffee, not only molasses, other things, coffee, other luxury goods, they have imposed tax. So as the tax was going on, next they framed a Currency Act. The Currency Act, which was laid by the Britain. So the Americans, they had meetings. They want to protest by the merchants in the legislatures and town meetings. The preamble of the Sugar Act, the slogan was no taxation without representation. That is, we want to pay the tax when we have the members in the Parliament. Then only we will pay the tax. It was said by the Americans. So currency tax, they were repaying the debt, and the gold on silver also, they imposed tax on gold, silver. So this is a burden for the colonies' economy. And they started the Quarterly Act of 1765. This was required the colonies, they have to pay the tax, pay for the cost of keeping the British troops in America. See, the British is asking to pay the tax, but they have asked to pay the tax by the British to keeping their troops in America. British troops, they are settling there now. So for that they have to pay the tax by the Britain. Okay. So the Stamp Act in 1765, this is required many printed materials by the colonies, and stamp paper produced in London carrying on embossed revenue stamp. So this is about the Sugar Act of 1764. Next we will see in the next topic. Okay girls, thank you girls.